What's up, guys? So, Palmer here with Palm Tree Pokestop, online e-commerce store starting up, and we're seeing how it goes. So, basically, we're going to be doing a info dump tonight on what's presently going on with our distributors here in the Hoosier Heartland, good old Indiana. Yeah. Um, so, on that note, I actually have a gentleman that is a friend of mine, and he basically is my boots on the ground at all times for a lot of this product, especially with SV8, our present prismatics evolutions, which I was lucky enough to get a couple. The sticker packs, which that's far and few between, as I've been hearing through a lot of people on here. Regardless, he is a product placement um, manager or employee. Regardless, he goes around, checks all the gift cards and all the big box stores. So he's in every store. I get to hear about everything. And when it comes to our MJ Holding, which is our distributor for a lot of these big box stores, from what he's been told by the GMs for some of these stores, they're having to put this stuff under camera, which is nuts. Um, Not only do we get the shelves cleared out completely from people trying to flip on TCG or trying to flip on eBay, we also have to deal with the fact that as collectors, it gets to the point where they're actually going in the back of these loading docks and like stocking areas and getting into this product and blatantly stealing it. So now, not only are we limiting our purchase, which is fine by me, it's going to deter some people, at least until this market calms down a little bit. But that being said, now we have to have stuff under video surveillance, like makeup aisles for all the makeup sections in WalMarts and stuff. It, it's it's nuts. You gotta, guys, if you're out there, calm down. Good Lord, it's just shiny cardboard. Regardless, in regards to the shiny cardboard, we have going on with the Slashing Legends tins. Those are supposed to be released May, just like our supposable Destined's Rival set that's supposed to come out. Those are going to feature about 5 booster packs. We probably will see kind of similar to like the future tins that we had. It'll be stuff that's pretty much printed from the last like 3 to 4 previous sets, which fingers crossed there could be some prismatics. There's going to obviously be some surging sparks, a little bit of stellar crown, and probably the last bit of Twilight Masquerade. So that's something to look forward to. It's going to have the EX promos of Koraidon and Zacian. So, woo, now we're reaching the 200 mark on our SVP promo sets. Well, if you would call it a set, but if you follow it on Collector, there's a lot of promos. But that's just due to the fact that our um, American market, they like to put these promos in, which are special illustrations, or we've got EX cards, so on and so forth. They're going to throw that stuff in there just to try and bulk up the big sets, but then turn around and still have these cards that were cool art. I mean, it's definitely some of the artwork in some of these promos is pretty on point. Um, but regardless, yeah, 200 mark on promos for the set in Collector, which is just, it's nuts. It's a lot of promo cards. But in regards to that, we have our rival battle decks with Marnie and Steven, which is going to be released May 16th. So we'll actually have something cool with that as well. Um, in that, we'll have usual 60 card deck themed to Marnie and Steven's Pokemon. And on top of that, if you look close enough at the illustration rares or art rares, Japanese sets, uh, you'll see the number on the cards, and it gives us a good idea of what we're looking at for the Destined Rivals pack or set. Sorry, but it's nearing the 182 mark of cards, not including the illustration rare, hyper rare cards. It could get even bigger than that. I mean, look at prismatic. It's a slightly smaller set, specialty set. It's well in like the 300 mark, including all of like the master balls, pokeballs, reverse hollows. Like, it's just nuts when it comes to the amount of shiny cardboard. Regardless, we should see that May 16th, so that will be something to look forward to. Hopefully by then the store will be up and I'll have some of these. I'll try and get some of the English versions. If not, I'll have the Japanese versions of the battle decks. So we'll see about that. Also, even better news, we have the special prismatic evolutions, like super collector edition images revealed, which is kind of similar to the Stellar Crown one, where we're going to have about 15 booster packs of prismatic in it and a promo card. But on top of that, we also have the EV fruit dessert promo, which is a pretty colorful card. Some people like it, some people dislike it. I always like when they do crazy stuff with the artwork. It makes it look cool. It makes the card look cool. It's something. I don't know. It's something to throw up on display. You just have something to look at, something pretty. But also the the deck and the sleeves and all of that are going to be themed after the evolutions, and then the deck box is actually a fluffy EV deck box, so that's going to be fun. And that's supposed to release May 16th along with the battle decks, so we'll see how far that actually carries, if we actually see it on 16th, if it gets released early. You guys have seen it. I've seen it. I mean, you'll walk into one store and they'll have stuff on the shelf way before the actual release date, like 2 to 3 days, because they get their stuff in earlier, or they get it late, and then it shows up, and you walk into the store and you're like, oh my gosh, look at that! Would you look at it? So, but other than that, besides the premium collection edition for the prismatics, we also have from the Heatwave Arena, the Ponyta and Rapidash are actually going to be added to Destin's Rivals as well. So those will be some pretty cool cards. There's also a Illustrator rare of Rapidash. You guys take your pick on whether you like it or not. I think it looks pretty neat. It's a little bit of like a water art style card, so it looks cool. It's not my cup of tea. Rapidash and Ponyta were not really the big heavy hitters for me, but everybody's got their favorite Pokemon, so you to each their own. You'll probably see something pretty cool and like it, and never not going to mention something. So regardless, yeah, that's about all that wraps up for our present news in the market when it comes to all of the new sets and decks that are being released. Other than that, I'll keep you guys posted. Enjoy your evening, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay breezy, my friends.